97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
You know what is happening in the country now? As I talk to you, the country has been divided, at least Accra, is divided to only 3 zones. Only 3 zones. So what is it is that you get light this afternoon or this evening. In the night, you go into darkness. The next day, you go into light. So it's as simple, it alternates. One day light, one night off, one day. What the hell is going on? We are complaining that petroleum prices, listen, Kufuor's time, $147 per a barrel. We sold it at $53,000. Now this time it is $80, and we're selling it and buying it for 153,000 cedis. What crazy mathematics is that? And on top of that, you're going to be slapped with VAT as of this evening if they have their own way. What kind of crazy stuff is that?
Would you resist it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will resist. Just wait and see. I keep saying,
Honourable Member, how do you think the infrastructure fund as well as, and then us trying to cut expenditure would help this industry that you intend to revamp?
You know, I am excited about the establishment of the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. We've had challenges funding our rail revamping. It's capital intensive, so it's been very difficult to source for funding for it. Currently, we have some funding, we are arranging some funding from Brazil, and it will come through the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, and that is supposed to kick off early next year. So I am confident that we'll be able to revamp our rail line. Secondly, we are going through the public-private partnership guidelines through the Ministry of Finance, which is being financed by the World Bank, to revamp the Eastern Rail Line from Tema all the way to Ijisu in the Ashanti region. And this project has been combined with the Bankra Inland Port, which will service containers and other port businesses away from the Tema port to reduce the congestion that we'll be experiencing. So for me, I mean, the future is bright.
Were you impressed with what the finance minister presented to parliamentarians this morning?
Not at all. First of all, presentation was very boring. No excitement. You see from the faces of MPs that everybody is disappointed because over the years we've witnessed this ritual and nothing happens. We're in a crisis, energy crisis. There was no measure of any bold measure to solve this major crisis that confronts this country. This project should have been completed 2 years ago. It's peanut. The annual demand for electricity is 10%, and that's even now 12%. So if you grow at a snail pace, you can't meet that demand. But that was taking you about 3 years ago to complete. Now you are completing it. So there is a backlog.
I think that it is remarkable that we are growing at all. I mean, if it were other places, you would find out that possibly the growth would be negative. But I feel very good that even for this year, we are projecting about 4-point-something growth. Yes, which is very remarkable. You know, very, very remarkable. So I don't think people can say all they like, but like I said, globally, the trend is showing downwards. And since we are part of the global players, I mean, we cannot pretend.
The power challenges, we're expecting so much from government. We've seen this challenge for about a year. Most people we've spoken to say they were not impressed with the finance minister on how we intend to tackle these challenges or what we are going to do next year to have a better situation. What is your reaction to that?
The minister has given us a total outlook, and he says to you that by 2017 we are going to be net exporters of energy. Several programs have been outlined, and I think that you've seen some of it in his statement. Several areas are being harnessed: solar, gas, thermal, hydro, all of that. We're even talking coal and barges and all of that. All in the power mix pool to ensure that never again should we go through this kind of energy crisis.
97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.